Bismillah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Eid Mubarak, kulna amantum bi khair. May every year find you in the best of health and faith. Min al-Aidin al-Fa'izin, inshallah. 1 year in Medina, there was a wedding of a very prominent family that I was honored to be invited to. And we were sitting on these kind of really long couches, and there was a bunch of people to my left and a bunch of people to my right. And in the custom of the people that were there, they started this kind of almost line dance. Two men started kind of dancing with one another, and then two more came up, and then three more. And granted, it was a gender-segregated wedding. It was just men in the room. But the line kept getting longer and longer, and I got nervous because I thought to myself, if the scholars who were here get up to dance, I guess that means we're all going to have to get up and dance. And it wasn't the kind of dance I was used to doing. So finally, one of the great sheikhs who was there got up, and when he got up, the whole room got up, and before he knew it, we were all in the line kind of doing this stepped kind of line dance together. And at that moment, I looked up down the row at the scholar, and when I saw his face smiling and glowing, I realized at that moment why the Prophet's companions, sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa radiyallahu anhum, were called companions, because they actually did life together. But the other thing that I took from that was that these are people who built a culture and have built an articulation of Islam that contains within it a beautiful way to celebrate without compromising at all in any way, shape, or form on any of the guidelines of our faith. As Muslims living in the West, we've got to be part of the process of producing good, pure, wonderful, beautiful, brilliant culture that is consistent with the guidelines of our faith. So this Eid, let's make sure that we do that in a way that especially makes something special for our young people. Our kids should enjoy Eid more than anybody enjoys any other holiday, because we know, especially with the way that many holidays have been turned into consumer events, many holidays have lost their meaning, but nonetheless, there's a lot of excitement and a lot of bells and whistles and bling around those holidays. Our children should see that Eid is a time of celebration, where we go out of our way to make it a very special day for them. Eid is a day of drinking and eating and remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but we've got to find ways that we allow one another to celebrate, not only in a way that is sanctioned by the guidelines of our tradition, but is also culturally authentic and real for people. And that's going to be a beautiful process to watch over history. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from us our fasting, accept from us our standing, accept from us our charity, Ya Rabbil Alameen, and may He make us from those who He's shown mercy, given forgiveness, and liberated from the hellfire. Ya Arhamar Rahimin, Sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammad alayhi wa sallam, walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.